Mics aren't live, are they? Mics aren't live. To find out the audio issues. You would think streaming would, everything would stay the same from fall semester, but it's not carrying over. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of solo casting while we wait for Powder to get in the booth here, and we're going to have a huge clear out from Manchester. Cade's going to have to read that off the back ball, but it's going to be dangerous. Gold Zone playing it all the way out, and now they're just trying to find any passing play to connect with each other to get a big clear. Cade, he's going to be putting a shot on net. Possibly could have played it to the corner, bought time for his teammates to get on up here. Now he's going to be looking for a double tap off the backboard, but it's going to be Gold Zone cleaning it up. Just that 1-2 play. Everyone on Manchester afraid of Cade getting the double tap there. As you see, 507 backing up into the net. He was trying to give himself some space to aerial up, so he could meet the ball at the crossbar there, but not able to do it quite in time. And yeah, it is confusing as heck to see AQ on the blue side here. Freelance, he's going to be playing it off the backboard, and then that's going to be a little bit of a lofty clear. Gold Zone's going to be taking a high shot, and it is just completely over the head of, who was that? Not Miami. It was over the head of 507. Just completely out of reach there. Hard to get. All right, and on the kickoff here, it's definitely going to be one on the AQ side. It's going to be rolling left for Gold Zone. Not the touch he wanted, but Stocks is going to be there bailing him out, and Cade coming up quick on that. And now it's just going to be a little bit more wall play, a little bit more corner play. Stocks not able to cut it off at the midfield here. Gold Zone, he's going to need to challenge it before Miami gets to it. And Cade, he's going to be beat pretty hard by 507. AQ stuck in their back third here. Even though it has seemed like Manchester has been able to stay within their attacking third, they have not quite been able to put a goal into AQ's net here. Only 2 minutes in, AQ already scoring twice. They're looking patient. They're looking calm on defense here. They are not worried about Manchester's offense because they know their defense has been on point for these last few weeks. Gold Zone, he's going to be playing it off the wall, but it's going to be Miami just buying time for Manchester to stay on the offense here. The clear from Cade not really looking like a clear as they're just banging it off the wall. This is a lot of defensive, a lot of midfield play here, and we finally have Powder in the casting booth, so I can take a little bit of a breather.
Finally, we unfortunately can't figure out how to get the game audio in. We'll have to see when Adam gets back if he can teach us how to do that part of it. But anyway, at least we have the game visuals. So now Cade goes for the shot, doesn't find it, but now Gold Zone's going to try to keep it in. Stocks going to float it up a little bit, going to pass it out towards mid. Nobody's there, though, and it's going to be cleared out.
Right, and hopefully you don't get confused like I did here, Powder. Even though Sox has the GC decal on, they are on blue team. Always used to seeing AQ on orange.
Now Freelance, just going to race around at stocks. Just a little bit of a tap Miami out towards mid. Now 507. Going to float it up. Miami might come in. No, he doesn't. Now Gold Zone takes it, flicks it over Miami, but Freelance is there. Going to hit it into the corner. Cade back off. Now Stocks.
Yeah, something I'm noticing here about the Manchester team is they are great at creating these passing opportunities. Like they are getting big long shots, big clears, everything off the wall or the backboard, but they just don't have their second man up far enough to commit on any of these passes, and it has resulted in absolutely no goals on their side with only almost a minute left. They're going to have to start sending their second man up there, and he's going to have to start putting in the shots.
Aquinas had a double commit there, but nothing seems to be coming out of it. Miami, though, is actually going to give him a chance by tapping it up. But Stocks, with a good redirect off the backboard, keeps it away. Now Gold Zone, going to boom it downfield, 507.
Gold Zone definitely wanted to connect the Stocks up there as he was going upfield, trying to cherry pick a pass, get a third goal, actually really secure game one here if they would have got that.
Now Freelance, going to flick it over. Gold Zone's going to be there, though. Now Miami just going to hit it up. Cade gets a demo on 507. Now Stocks hitting it up towards Gold Zone. Back over to Cade. Cade's going to hit into the corner. Stocks racing after it. Going to look for a pinch. Can't quite get it, but it goes up.
And 30 seconds left here. If Manchester does not score once, I am going to decidedly say this is going to be an easy game one for AQ here. Gold Zone, he's going to be wanting to play it off the back wall. Is anyone going to be here to follow up?
Now 507 with a shot towards net. Stocks with an easy save. Goes towards the side. Miami doesn't get the touch on it. I'm not sure what happened there. Now Stocks going to clear it out. That will be officially game one. Aquinas will take it. Looks like 2-0 in game one.
And I'm going to assume that this is going to be a best of 5 series. And so we've never played Manchester before. With the whole NACE pooling, we're in a completely different scenario. We're not going to be playing the teams we played last semester. These are going to be all new people. We don't have any information on them, their play styles, their ranks, anything like that to give us an advantage over them. One thing I can say, though, right here about Manchester is watching their gameplay, they need to be focusing a lot more on where specifically they want to be placing this ball. It seems like they're hitting it without a lot of care in the world. They just want to try to get it away from all of these AQ guys, and when they're unable to do that, it seems like a little bit of panic on their side, and because of that, they start to get a little bit nervous, and then, you know, when that happens, it's going to be AQ cleaning up all of these goals. And it's going to be a lot of running in and out of the booth as we do not have someone to ready up the games for us. And let me click on spectate real quick.
Starting game two now. Not quite spectating. There we go. Finally spectating. Cade's going to race around now. Gold Zone. Hit towards the corner. Go for his own double tap. Up for Cade, but Freelance is going to beat him to it. Now Stocks back over to give him a chance. Nothing. Miami clears it out towards the side.
Already on the offense here in the first 15 seconds, AQ doing a wonderful job of keeping the pressure up. Even though, as we have seen, Manchester knows how to hit the ball far, they need to learn how to keep the pressure on in the offense. Had they had a second man up there, like I've been saying, they just need to commit that man, and when they don't, it just leaves no one back for an absolutely open net, the easiest to miss, but Cade gets it. Just, you know, lofting it in there. Rotations on AQ side are looking absolutely beautiful here. No one is left out of position when they do get a takeaway of possession, when they get a counterattack. Someone's always going to be back for that. We're not seeing that quite so much from Manchester's side here.
Stocks with a shot, but Miami was there to stop it. Now it's going to be cleared out. Gold Zone racing back. Only one back. Is able to get the stop into the corner. Now Miami again doesn't find it. Floating up, going to go off the backboard. Stocks tapping it down for Gold Zone.
Had Miami made that connection there, I know for sure 507 was on the right field. He would have been there for that pass, and it could have opened up the opportunity, opened the door, opened the floodgates to see what potential Manchester has here playing up against AQ.
Now Miami going to go after it. Cade just going to race back for boost. Stocks gets a demo. Miami not paying attention at all on that. Now Freelance out towards the other side. Stocks doesn't see it. Cade just goes straight up. Now 507 going to hit it back down. Gold Zone. Going to hit it back a little bit. Stocks going after it. Nobody back, but Freelance races in, gets the stop, but Stocks immediately demos him. Now Cade with a shot. Miami's there, clears it out.
And that's something AQ has definitely been practicing within this semester, is being a very demo-focused group. And just like that, a goal is going to sneak right on in. Actually, Gold Zone getting that 50, yeah, as you were about to say. Wow.
Amazing 50 by Gold Zone to keep it in, and Stocks races in to put it away and puts Aquinas up 2-0.
Right, we saw this exact same thing happening in Game 1, a 2-0 lead.
Freelance with the Feels backflip, and that's going to find the back of the net. Cade with the goal. You hate to see it if you're Manchester. Just goes up, tries to quick aerial, but a Feels backflip, and the goal goes in.
Not only is it a Feels backflip, but being scored on by a Scarab in this competitive of an environment, that is just disrespectful. Almost had his teammate back to save that, but with that, you know, Manchester is definitely going to have to put on the gas here. They're going to go pedal to the metal. They need to start scoring now if they want to keep their tournament life alive.
Stocks going to hit it back towards Miami, out towards the other side now, and Cade. It's going to go high up there, but Freelance.
Yeah, with all of these big booming clears, they need to realize now that when they're doing these clears, they're trying to clear it out to the corner. But whenever they try to do that, it always seems like Manchester has someone creeping on the wall ready to cut off that clear. And if someone from AQ isn't up on midfield or up on the attacking third, and hold on, almost a pinch in. But as I was saying, if they don't have someone on the attacking third or midfield, they're not going to have anyone there to intercept the pass, and Manchester is going to keep cutting it off.
Cade gets demoed on that, but the pressure's still on. Stocks racing in and beats him to it.
Man, I don't think Miami knew Stocks was coming in so hot from that. Just absolutely cutting rotation. Should have been third man there. Saw that no one was defending really and just says, hey guys, I got this. I'm rushing in. I'm scoring. And you love to see Stocks doing that. A 4-0 lead here, making it look like a very decisive game too, but we still have 2 minutes left. Still, anything could happen here.
Goldzo going to flick it out. 5-0 is going to win the challenge. Now Stocks gets a little bit of a pinch out towards the goal.
Stocks looking like he's trying to get some solo plays on out here as Cade's just patrolling the midfield, not really coming up, not really allowing a pass from Stocks.
Now 5-0 back down, but Gold Zone's there. Now Freelance coming in, doesn't see it.
A little bit of a whiff, but had Miami had a little bit of a stronger shot there, easily could have popped it over the AQ guys, left them really wrong-footed and surprised. It would have been one of the first powerful shots that Manchester has put on net here.
Cade couldn't find it.
It's going to be off the backboard. His Stock's going to be there to connect. No, and 5-0 had an open net to score on, just completely had a bad takeoff there.
Now Freelance, but Cade with a jump at the last second makes the stop. Over towards 5-0.
5-0's, that was actually a really good passing play from 5-0 to Freelance, but it was beautifully cut off by Stocks there.
Cade finally clears it out, then goes to get boost.
Looking for the 50 there, doesn't quite get it. They just have to play keep away for 40 more seconds. Game 2 is probably already set and done in their head. They want to get Game 3 already on the way. They want to get a clean sweep all on the board here to start off the NACE season. That would be a great way to start it off for these guys.
Now Freelance taking in himself. Stocks with the shadow defense. Going to get a little bit of a touch. Flies back now. Miami jumping up for it. Too soft of a tap. That's not going to do anything with it. Gold Zone is going to clear it out. 507 keeps it in. But with 2 seconds, it won't matter. Aquinas is going to take game 2.
It just seems like everything AQ is doing in this game, they are doing right. It seems to be working against any kind of strategy that Manchester has started forming. And because of that, Manchester, they just need to learn to adapt. They need to learn to change. And they could potentially be subbing someone out here. It looks like they might be getting Seren Fire in. And I'm going to have to ready up with them and join the spectate real quick.
It looks like Manchester's sticking with the same lineup as last game. Not quite sure. Maybe 5-0 was making a card change, but as of right now, still the same lineup. A lot of chaos going on. Had to let Benzing back in the room. Now Miami's going to get a boomer of a clear downfield.
It may be a scuffed stream, but it is still going to be a good one, as I have high hopes for AQ.
And that was
it all the way, starting off Game 3 with a goal.
Speaking of scuff, Miami. I don't know what he was trying to do there, if he was just trying to kill the ball, but instead he pops it up for an easy pass over to Cade, and he puts it in the net. Aquinas up 1-0 early.
Yeah, definitely looking to catch the ball, dribble it out in front of his net, but still not a smart move considering your teammates' positions. It may be rolling it up the back wall over the net. That would have been infinitely a much better decision on what to do with the ball, and that's going to be a strong shot, but not strong enough to get past gold zone.
Caden over now, or Stocks, or Gold Zone, my bad.
Yeah, they're going to be racing it up, but that was just a little bit too lofty for them to reach. And had Stocks had double boost, I know he's saying in his mind, man, I could have had that double tap there.
Cade floats it up, now Stocks going to play it off the corner. Gold Zone racing with a shot, but 5-0 with a good stop. Now Gold Zone going to
Gold Zone with the absolutely insane angle. Oh, no, don't do it to him like that.
We have seen some insane angles this year from Aquinas, but I think Gold Zone just did the, oh my gosh, the most insane angle that we've seen so far.
Man, if I was Manchester right now, I would be looking at Gold Zone, and I would be so upset. I'd be saying, who goes for that ball? Honestly, who would go for that shot? But Gold Zone does, and he makes it work.
Now Freelance, trying to take it.
Going to be racing everyone on AQ back. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Stock's going to kill it. Going to take it off the wall. Gets it over 5-0, but gets bumped. Now Freelance, but a demo. Now Cade with a shot, but Miami's there to stop it. Goes up, Gold Zone, coming in after it. Play it off the wall, but 5-0 with a good clear out.
Had Gold Zone got that demo before the dribble, before the interruption on that, easily could have led to a third goal here. Gold Zone wanting to pinch it out, and now Cade, he's going to be turning on it. Leaving it for 5-0-7. Stocks with a booming clear now.
Gold Zone with a good play off the corner. Out for now, Stocks.
Yeah, just a race for a 50 there. Very risky for Miami, but it would have been very hard for Stocks to actually nudge that 50 in there, just completely bully the ball into the net. I mean, you can hope for that. It's probably the best thing to do in that position, but very rarely is it actually going to result in a goal there. Now, Cade, he's taking his time. Maybe wanted a double touch. I really don't know. That was not the first touch off the wall that he was going to be looking for. Nothing he could really evaluate and, formulate from that.
Now it's floating out. Cade going to race in, but 5-0 with a redirect. But now Gold Zone's going to get a shot at it, but Freelance makes the stop. Coming back down, 5-0 is going to clear it out to the corner.
Jumping up just in time for that, too.
Didn't have boost, though. Couldn't go after it.
Yeah, and that's another thing AQ is doing. As you see the camera switching between all the people on Manchester here, they are just so incredibly low on boost. I mean, Freelance finally picks up a big 100, but other than that, all of these guys are getting completely starved by AQ, and I think that might be one of the first demos Manchester has pulled out, and that could be something to turn the tables on AQ here. But Gold Zone taking a shot, middle of the net.
Nobody in net for Manchester, and Gold Zone is going to get an easy shot. Puts it in. Aquinas up 3-0. And with Manchester, they haven't had a goal this match yet.
And that is also a textbook example of why you should never clear the ball in the middle of your net. Always try to push it out to the side. You're going to have people rotating and patrolling there, and it is going to be punished hard. Freelance looking to back pass this all the way to 502, and Kane just comes in and smushes the man. Smushes the ball and the man. Just...
Oh,
I don't
my.
even know what to say about that. This is just overkill here in Game 3. I mean, if Manchester pulls off a reverse sweep here, it is definitely going to be one of the most impressive things I have ever seen in my Rocket League
Gold
career.
Zone.
As Gold Zone just has completely broken down the psyche of Manchester here. These guys, man, they're putting up a good effort, though. We have definitely seen games where AQ have played people, and what was the one we saw where it was just endless goals, like within the 3-game series? It was 20-some first semester.
I think that was one of the first NACE matches. I can't quite remember who they played, but I know what you're talking about, right? Just goal after goal. And now Stocks, as we're talking about goals,
two
Stocks
nutty
with
angles within
one.
the third game. Just, yeah, a lot of these goals have resulted in just incorrect defensive positioning, incorrect defensive clears, and defense is just as important as offense, because even though offense wins games, if you have good enough defense, you can take it to overtime in 0-0. But if you have a strong enough offense to get 6, I was hoping there, 6 shots, 6 goals within a minute, man, you are RLCS ready, or you are not playing people at your level.
And with under a minute left, if Manchester doesn't score now, they will not win this game and will not be able to come back. And for Aquinas, this is a huge match for them. As we all know, with NACE last semester, they were the runners-up, unfortunately dropping the national championship to Missouri. But for other NACE competitors, and that shot just a little bit off now, Cade. But for other NACE competitors, they look at Aquinas and they should be terrified. Now Gold Zone, another goal, 7-0.
A perfect example of why everyone in NACE should be afraid of AQ here. Even though they got a little bit of a new roster playing in this semester, they are still able to develop results so decisive on this. And 507 pleading for the Brazil here. I don't know if AQ's going to let him do that. If I was playing right now, I would say, oh yeah. But someone dropping a no way in the quick chat, probably not going to see it. We've been memeing with each other almost every game we cast when it gets up this high, if we're going to be seeing the Brazil. And with 10 seconds left, Manchester is going to have to fight tooth and nail for it. And it's going to be impossible as they just demo and put in an 8th goal. There is no forfeit button in this. AQ, a very serious team. And I mean, as you were saying, Powder, about NACE in the grand finals at DreamHack Atlanta, all credit where credit is due. Mizzou, very hard team to take on. They're playing in CRL right now. We may be playing them again in NACE if we make it to the playoffs. I should say when we make it to the playoffs. And with that, it is going to be the most decisive game Aquinas has had all semester within NACE, within GLEC. And dang, I wish we could have had the audio for this. It would have made it so much better. I apologize for all of the scuff within this stream. It's just me and Powder. We don't have Coach Antor here. He sets everything up. We have no rule. Well, not no rules, but we don't have a guideline to follow. Like, if something goes wrong, we just don't know what to do. But with that all being said, I am so glad all of you were able to tune in for this stream here today to support all of the players on their first day back within NACE League play. And if you got anything else to add?
I was just going to add on again, like both Benzing and I were saying, honestly, opponents in NACE should be terrified of Aquinas. They were the only ones to take any games off of Missouri last semester, and now seeing Missouri in CRL and winning matches, they're not just in CRL, they're able to win. So seeing that, and with a roster change, a lineup change, Gold Zone entering, and still dominating like this, This should set a precedent for the rest of the NACE season.
Yeah, for sure. AQ is definitely striving to be the best collegiate Rocket League team in Michigan, if not best collegiate NA. And we are going to keep striving, keep practicing, keep grinding until we get there. And until then, we will catch you guys possibly on no game Saturday. So probably next Thursday we will be seeing you guys. Have a good one.